Another feature that we're really excited about is night sight. The typical solution for low light settings is the flash and leaves you with an unnatural looking photo with uneven exposures and shadows. Night sight works so well, you'll never use your flash again. Let's take a look.
Even I was skeptical when I first saw this example, and then earlier this week someone found a way to enable night sight, shared it with the public. I made a video comparing the Pixel 3 without night sight and then with night sight because it blew my mind, and then I was like, maybe I should show how night sight really stacks up against an iPhone XS, and here we are now. Night and day difference. I don't even have to go into how it's a night and day difference. You can see it for yourself. The settings were so dark in the foreground here, the iPhone XS ended up with such a soft photo, muddling up the leaves and the trees. The Pixel 3's night sight feature lets you see everything. The grass and leaves on the ground, the detail on this building, and color. Look at the reddish orange here. You'd be hard pressed to notice any of that on the XS. Finding dark areas in Chicago is tough. With so many stores and shops and streetlights, I'm forced to dig into neighborhood blocks, like some weirdo lurking in the shadows. Anyway, this photo definitely has much less light than the last, but again, look at how much the Pixel 3 can produce. You can see the fence up front, the greenery here, the separation of this apartment building from the night sky. Seriously, amazing. In this alley shot, again, it's obvious the Pixel 3 is the brighter shot. You'll see a blown out streetlight in the back, but this is a trade-off for more color, cleaner detail, and a hell of a lot more clarity throughout. The thing you have to remember is if you use night sight and it's looking way too bright or artificial for you, then you just turn the feature off and rely on the stock camera that'll give you a more natural result. Again, night sight is an option you can use in really difficult lighting situations. You don't have to use it, but it's there for you. So here's another thing I wanted to talk about, and it involves decent lighting conditions at night. While the XS handled this picture of Kanye's crazy ass well, night sight helps take things into another level, producing more clarity in the shot and correcting white balance for cleaner whites in this photo. In this last set of outdoor shots, again, you'll notice better lighting in the back, but very limited lighting up front for the subject, proving to be difficult for the XS. This is where night sight really does its job, giving you a clean, bright shot of your subject in even the most difficult lighting conditions. As we move indoors, the only light we have here is what's outside. The XS does its best, but gives you a really soft shot, resulting in a lack of detail and a muddled, even watercolor looking type result. The Pixel 3 is warmer here with its yellow cast from the city lights, but when I crop to 100%, I mean, come on guys, look at this shit. You can still pinpoint the brickwork in the building and the intricacies of its architecture. Again, what would be an unusable picture on the XS is an absolutely ready to go one on the Pixel 3 with night sight. That just speaks volumes of what this feature can do. And in almost pitch black conditions, well, I've said it before and I'll say it again, the results speak for themselves. Even though night sight isn't officially out yet, I'm blown away by its results. I'm not really sure how much more Google's tweaking with night sight for its official release, but even if they don't change anything else, I'm excited to just have it baked in the camera app. If you want to see a comparison on the Pixel 3 with and without night sight, I'll throw a card up. I was just as amazed then too. There's gonna be skeptics, myself included at first, until I tried it and used it. And still using it. Or for those who think it's just a long exposure, you gotta remember Google's figured a way for you to take these difficult low light shots while still shooting them handheld. And not to mention, it's given a feature to people who don't know how to manually control the shutter or ISO or any of the other manual controls on a camera. Just turn on night sight and shoot.